right, collectors, thanks for joining me today. Today on the episode, we're going to talk about, I don't know, something that not really that controversial. It's just my opinion on some really cool stuff, some stuff that I'd like to see put out there by the classified line that I think Hasbro could make could make us happy and can generate some revenue for their somewhat floundering strategy of idiocy. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at some of the vehicles that have, well, in my opinion, strictly my opinion. You guys let me know in the comments below if you agree, if you disagree. If I missed a vehicle that absolutely you love and that you want to see put out there as well for the classified line, well, put it in the comments below. It's fun to discuss, it's fun to engage. But let's go ahead and talk about that. But first, I want to, a lot of you guys have said, we'll probably talk about it some more, but anyways, I have to say G.I. Joe, back in the 80s, did not give a good flim-flam about your scale. They didn't care about your scale. They didn't care if the tires were too big or too small. I'm going to show you an example of what an ATV, the official G.I. Joe ATV, looked like. It looked like this. Anybody remember this? The G.I. Joe vehicle pack, the official G.I. Joe ATV. What do you think a 3 3/4 action figure looks like on there? What do you think? Well, here, let's take a look at him carrying it. The wheels are too small on that. Let's take a look at him riding it. Oh goodness, look at that. That's perfectly scaled. This is to tell you that, G.I. Joe, you could do whatever you like with it. And really, to me, the funny part is an all-terrain vehicle is a vehicle that you could take anywhere. A big honking monster of a vehicle is not good. You cannot take that thing everywhere. There is a reason why the military said, can we get something smaller, something lighter, something that you could, get everywhere with, right? The point of that is to make it smaller. So yeah, you have the Ferret and some of these other ATVs and true scale. G.I. Joe doesn't care about your scale. G.I. Joe cares about, does it look cool? So, and everybody's opinion varies on if it looks cool or not. So I'll leave you with that picture of the official G.I. Joe ATV. Anyways, let's move on to some of the, I'm going to break this up into a couple of categories, right? Let's do like regular vehicles first. Vehicles I think should be in the main line, kind of like the Vamp. We already got the Vamp, or that's coming. It's already hitting the country, and then we'll hit, then we'll maybe hit. Well, you know what? We'll probably start with mini. We'll start out with mini vehicles, regular vehicles, maybe some play sets, and then some Haslabs, right? I think we'll break it into those four. So let's go ahead and just start out with, mini vehicles. Okay, so, and these are in no particular order. I'm going to let you know which ones I owned as a kid and which ones I didn't own as a kid. So the first mini, and I don't know if they're G.I. Joe or Cobra heavy. I don't know. I just picked the ones that I thought were cool. And if it happens to be Joe heavy, then so be it. If it happens to be Cobra heavy, so be it. I haven't really taken a close deep dive into what I picked. But let's start out with the Armadillo. I think that is a quick win for the Joes. It doesn't have to look like this. You can redesign it, Joe team. Just please offer the guy some cover so that he doesn't have to take all the bullets to his head. But yeah, the Armadillo, I think, to me, I had this one as a kid. It was a great little, play tank. Very affordable, easy to put Joes in it. Joes could ride behind it. I think this is a win. I think this one would sell pretty well. Pack it in with another Joe, or don't. Just sell it as a regular vehicle. I consider this a mini vehicle. So the next one I think that everybody would like, this one I think is a no-brainer, is the Cobra Fang. It's a no-brainer. It's a mini helicopter. You don't have to make it the size of the Dragonfly. You could, you know, again, this is from this, you know, this helicopter is not to scale. So, I mean, guys, this is an easy win. A lot of people love the Fang. I had this as a kid. I had like 2 or 3 as a kid. I have one hanging from the ceiling right now. So, I mean, come on. Let's just go ahead and get this Cobra Fang out there. I think it's an easy, quick win. The other one I think is on the verge of a regular vehicle, but not really. I think there was a missed opportunity for the CoverGirl Wolverine vehicle. That's right. The Wolverine, I think, would have been a tremendous 2-pack. Gosh, you could still do that. Maybe pack a different figure in there with her, a variant of CoverGirl in there. CoverGirl seems to be selling still pretty well. Everybody got excited today when she was back on, where was she? She was back on Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store, one of the two. So go out there and, you know, get her if you didn't. She's a great figure. But also, that, you know, this Wolverine figure or Wolverine vehicle, that's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. People would eat that up. The other figure or the other mini vehicle that people would eat up, I actually have a tutorial, and that reminds me, I'm going to do another video on all the customs I've ever made. There's a playlist with all my customs, but I'm going to do kind of like a show off all the customs that I've made so far. But the Cobra Claw, just use the Fortnite base already. You already have the molds for the daggum thing. Modify the base a little bit and ba-boom, you got yourself the Cobra Claw, man. Everybody would love that. Just go ahead and do it. And, you know, we've already, you know, heard about the ferret. So that's a no-brainer. And I think you're already doing it. But anyways. Next thing we're going to talk about is regular vehicles. And again, this is in no particular order. These are just vehicles I'd like to see made before the end of the G.I. Joe classified line. So I had this one as a kid, the Skyhawk. Oh, I love this vehicle. This vehicle had tremendous potential for me. It just looked absolutely awesome. A vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. I loved it. I loved this vehicle. I had it as a kid. I still have it in box. It's actually out there in the game room. A great figure, a great vehicle. I actually have this one still in box, and this is the Cobra Rattler. It's actually sitting right up there. I'm looking at it right now. It's still in box. Have never taken it out. It was the Target one. The original one I took out, and the original one I messed with. It was fun. But the Target one that they had a while back, I have right up there, and I would like to see this made as a regular vehicle. I do not accept this as a Haslab. I mean, if I got it as a Haslab, I'd back it, but it seems kind of boneheaded to me to do this as not a regular release, or just do it as an exclusive. Don't do it as a Haslab. Get some money now. So, well, I guess you would get money now regardless if you did it as a Haslab. But anyways, the Rattler would be awesome. The Water Moccasin is another must-have. I did have this vehicle as well growing up. Fantastic little vehicle, Copperhead. I think you get the regular Copperhead came with this one, not the other one, the Python Patrol one. So I love this Water Moccasin. And at the time I lived in Florida, so this was very, you know, you had the boats out there with the big fans, so that really drew my attention to it. So the Snowcat, I believe, this one right here. I actually have this one sitting in the arcade room. I would love to see this one. We got a lot of the winter stuff going on with the I forgot the Cobra and the other one. What's his name? Snowjob. Let me edit that out. A lot of the winter stuff with Snowjob, and I forgot what the other one, the mercenary, the Snow Serpent, the Cobra Snow Serpent. I think it's a fabulous vehicle to have. So anyways, also the Thunder Machine. Love to see the Thunder Machine made. We'll talk about that later. So I had that as a kid. As a matter of fact, I have a complete one right now sitting out there in the arcade room. It'd be fantastic to have another one. The other one that I had as a kid, and I played with it incessantly with, I don't know why I love this one so much, but that was the Cobra Sea Ray. Loved that vehicle. I don't know why. The design of it, maybe, the missiles of it, the fact that it was underwater and it flew in the air. Love this vehicle. So I'd love to see it, you know, as a regular, not a Haslab, a regular release. I'd love to see that. Now this one I would accept as a Haslab, but I'd like to see it as a regular release. The X19, the slickest looking, better than the Sky Striker to me, the slickest, sickest looking G.I. Joe flying or aircraft ever. I'd like to see the X19. I never had this as a kid. It came out later on. I'd like to see that as well. The ATV, anti-gravity pod, that's on the cusp of a mini vehicle, but I'd accept this as a regular vehicle. I mean, again, this is just my opinion. Nothing that I'm saying here means that I would, you know, that this is the only way that I'm going to accept it, Hasbro. No, I mean, if they did it as a regular vehicle or as a mini vehicle, either way, I think it's fine. Yeah, so the other vehicle that I had that I loved as a kid, I don't know what it is with Snow and me, was the Cobra Wolf. That vehicle looked even better than the Snowcat. Oh man, can you imagine a Snow Serpent and the Wolf out there tracking Joes? Love it. The Cobra Stinger, that would be an amazing thing to have as well. And we'll talk about that later. All right, now let's talk about a couple of play sets, right? Smaller play sets. They don't have to be huge, right? For the classified line. I think the mobile missile system, or the MMS, mobile missile system, this one right here, would be a fantastic addition to the Joes. And I also think that you could get away with a smaller playset of the Watchtower, the Joe Watchtower. And that one can go either way, right? Hasbro, listen to my ideas. You don't have to waste money. Print a Joe version of it with a specific color scheme and different sticker set. Print a Cobra version of it with different accessories and different sticker set. Ta-da! I should be the revenue CIO over there, the revenue chief operating officer over there. Come on, man. People would buy that up. People would just chew that up. We're desperate for some of these, you know, little play sets and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know why you guys make it so hard. I don't know. Anyways, now these are vehicles that I would accept, or that I would wholeheartedly expect to be Haslabs. And let's start out with a couple of them. Number one, I would 100% expect for the Mobile Command Center to be a Haslab. I mean, it would be something on scale with, like, you know, the Cat Slayer from Super 7, right? It'd be huge. But I'd wholeheartedly back that up in a minute. I mean, these are wish list, pie in the sky types things. So I would love to see that. I never had it as a kid. It was way out of my price range. So anyways, the Defiant, also way out of my price range. Parents were like, no, not going to get that. So the Defiant, I'd wholeheartedly expect. Now, again, you don't have to make it exactly like this, Hasbro team. You could tweak it. You know, you could tweak it a bit, make it, you know, different, you know, but the same, you know, put some modern spins on it and see how it turns out. So that's what I would expect from it. A Defiant, you know, with the gantry and maybe the, you know, command system in there. And that would be fantastic. I mean, and it would sell out. You guys, why have just one Haslab a year for G.I. Joe? Since it's doing so great and you keep selling, you know, tremendous quantities of these things, maybe have 2 or 3 of them and increase your revenue, stupid. Increase your revenue, stupid. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard. These guys make it so hard. The other thing that pie in the sky is a Terradrome. I'd buy this again. Easy money. Easy money. You're just printing money when he's doing these things now. You know, but I'd expect it to be a Haslab. So anyways, moving on. The other one that I would expect would be the G.I. Joe Command. What is it called? The G.I. Joe Command. I don't know, the headquarters playset. I would fully expect this to be a, you know, Haslab. You know, it's expensive. It's going to have a lot of parts. Again, it's probably on par something with the Thunder, you know, the Cat Slayer from Thundercats. But it would sell, man. It would sell. I promise you. People are thirsting for this stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why we don't. I mean, if you're trying to get yourself out of debt and out of this hole that you've dug yourself into, Hasbro, just start. This is just easy money, man. Easy money. The Tomahawk, I mean, I would expect that to be a Haslab as well. You know, it was just an incredible. I didn't have it, but I had a cousin who had it, and it was a fantastic little helicopter to play with. It was super. I remember it being, I don't know why, but I remember it being like pretty heavy. So, but I remember having tons of fun with it. Almost like a flying command post. It was great. Loved the Tomahawk. Would love to see it as a Haslab. The Whale. To me, this would be the one that I would really want is the Whale and the Terror Drone. I would want both of those, but who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I never had this as a kid, the Whale. I always looked at it with longing, but couldn't have it. Way out of our price range. Now, let's talk about the vehicles that I think personally have the best chance of being made. Okay, so number one, in the near future, I 100% can guarantee that we're going to get the Ferret. The Ferret is a done deal. We're going to get it. It's in the bag because we've seen it in the promo pics. We've seen that's going to happen. The Cobra Ferret is going to happen. Applause to everybody who's been. I'm going to get a few of those things. And now they better have big tires is all I know. Anyways, the other one that I think has a really great chance of being made is the Stinger, the Cobra Stinger. I mean, you've already got the molds for it. You just got to put doors on the freaking Vamp and boom, put a missile system behind it. And there you go. It's the Cobra Vamp. I mean, the Cobra Stinger. I think there's a really good possibility we'll be getting that sooner rather than later. Why not reuse the molds, add a couple of things to it, and boom, out the door. The other thing that I'm pretty sure we're going to get is a Thunder Machine. We've got most of the Dreadnoks now. Yeah, they're going down that road again. I'm excited for the Thunder Machine. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to get. You know, I don't think it's going to be a Haslab. I think it's going to be a straight vehicle release with I forgot what the driver's name was, but anyways, hopefully we'll get a 2-pack with the driver and this. It's probably going to be pricey though, probably about the same as the Vamp or a little bit more. I hope this is the same price. That's what I'm hoping for, but who knows. So the other thing that I would think is a no-brainer is the Cobra Claw. I think that has a really good chance of getting made as well. I mean, it's simple. It's kind of like the Trouble Bubble. And you kind of have the molds already for it with the Fortnite thing. Just, you know, a little bit of tweaking and relabel it and out the door. It's printing money. You're printing money. I don't know how you don't. How are you not smart enough to get this? The other thing that I think we're going to see is hold on, let's see. Yeah, I think we might see. As a Haslab, again, this is me just dreaming now. I hope we see the Whale. But again, I think we got a good shot at it, guys. If we continue selling out like this, I think we got a good shot at the Whale. At a minimum, we'll probably get the Tomahawk. But knowing how we've done a Joe one now with the Dragonfly, so we're going to need a Cobra one. Let me see, which one would we... I mean, there's also one that I forgot to mention was the Mobat. I like that tank. That tank is amazing too. So I took a break there because I wanted to see... I think I just figured it out. I think they're going to do the Rattler as a Haslab next year. I think. I don't know. If you guys know different, then let me know. But much to my disappointment, I think, they go Cobra Joe, Cobra Joe, Cobra Joe. Instead of maybe going Cobra Joe 1 year, Cobra Joe 1 year, they go Cobra 1 year, Cobra another year. That way they can spread out that way they can earn less money and spread out our anguish until we all eventually Well, we're getting pretty old, guys. I think they got another 5 or 6 years left of us. So anyways, if I was Hasbro, I'd hurry up and do at least 2 or 3 every year to get that money and to get out of this hole that they've dug themselves into. So anyways, I think they're going to do the Rattler next, much to my disappointment. Now, a lot of you, the ultimate thing to get for a lot of us, right, would be the USS flag. But I think that's a bridge too far for classified. I think that's way too far out there. I don't think that's, I don't think it's possible, and I don't think it's, I think at that point you'd be paying close to maybe $1,200–1,500 for something that's scaled up. I mean, it would be, I mean, and where would you put it? A lot of us would be like, I mean, I'm already hampered, or, you know, I'm already, you know, hurting with space. What am I going to do with it, right? So I don't foresee them doing the USS flag. It's just not something that I don't think it would sell well, and not because we don't want it. It's because it would be costly, and there would be nowhere to put it. It's space. You're constrained. Space is my constraint here. So, guys, what did you think about that? Let me know. What is your guys's opinion? You know, what do you guys think we're going to see this year and next year? What is your top, let's see, what is your top 5 vehicles that you gotta have? If I had to pick 5, and I'm doing it on the spot, let's do it on the spot, Eddie. What would be your top 5? As silly as it sounds, I need that freaking Cobra Claw already. I need the Cobra Claw. I want the Snowcat. I want the Sea Ray. I need the Mobat. And I didn't even put it on here, but I need the Mobat. And one more. We've already got the Hiss, which is already got the Vamp. What else would I love to see? I remember I had one, and this would be a Haslab, more than likely. That's the Night Raven, the Cobra Night Raven. Those are my top 5. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I think the next video I do like this will be maybe a lineup of all the customs that I've done so far, all the Joe customs. And don't forget to take a look at that playlist. You know, maybe go through, get some ideas as to, you know, what kind of stuff to do it yourself. You know, it's not only Joe stuff, it's different customs and things. So, let me know what you think. And I appreciate every single one. It's Slade Lightning. You have until tonight to contact me, or I'm picking another winner tomorrow morning. So, don't miss your chance to get that Python Patrol bubble. Remember, the rules were in the description of the news video from the week before last, and in there it said you have 48 hours. I've given you a little bit longer. So, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Let's continue to grow the channel. I never thought we'd get past 1,500. I never thought we'd get to 1,000, let alone 1,500. I'm just a guy, you know, with a bunch of toys, you know, having fun, you know, enjoying myself, engaging with the community. So, guys, if you're feeling some kind of way about the world lately, just crack open a toy, forget about the world for a little while, dive into the imagination like you did as a kid, do a custom, and remember, if you're not smiling when you're collecting toys, you're doing it wrong. Let's have fun in this hobby. That's what it's about. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If I've informed, if I've entertained, if I've amused you, maybe throw me a like and a subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.